What's up? Dan here. I'm frustrated. I'm sure a few of you have been in that place, especially with your fitness routine. You know what? I want to get outside of this office where it's a little bit brighter, it's a little bit quieter today. So let's go do that. Let's run the intro and we're going to talk about when your fitness progress is stalled, how do we get that ball rolling again and start moving towards, or let's see how this works. Alrighty, let's go. Look it. We've got light. Oh yeah. Okay, we're good. Just bring up my notes here. I had the best intentions and the goals to really, over these 6 weeks, get into a bit more of a deficit and update you on progress between September 21, I think when my last upload was, to now, which is Sunday, December 3rd. My goal had been to be down about 10 pounds. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. With everything going on, I'm not sure if you know, but I'll link it below. We're moving into a larger location.
What's up, you guys? Thanks for watching today's upload. We're in the warehouse district of the wonderful city of Regina, Saskatchewan. So this is the former retail storage location of Crazy Kylie's.
So that means Driven, the co-owner, or I'm a co-owner of the business. We will have 2 locations here, plus everything we do online, working with patients, as well as if you want to get certified in personal training or in nutrition coaching, you're coming to us. So there's a lot going on. We're in a big transition, and I maybe wasn't as realistic with my goals as I could have been. Been having some really good talks with my coach about the fact that maintenance is still progress. Well, let's clip away to a little photo I did of my physique update, and when you look at the difference, it's not so bad. Haven't been able to focus on myself as much as I'd like to be, but that said, this is a good sort of parameter that, or a good sort of measurement through the year, that what we're focused on is such a short time that even if we're not seeing progress and we're maintaining, that's a good thing. If we're seeing progress, awesome, but it's about obviously not letting those ups, obviously you want to maintain it as much as possible, but when you go down, not staying, down or in like a calorie surplus, in this case, being in the down for too long. I'm going to link a video up where my coach talks about how when you focus on it for such a short period of time, how it makes such a big difference. So let's get to that right now. Ooh.
You have to trust the process. And I drew something up here because I want to give you a visual representation. There's 84 boxes here, which has to be around the average lifespan. First of all, you're going to see amazing progress over that time in whatever it is. But do you know what that looks like as a percentage of your life? It's half a box. It's on this piece of paper, it's nothing. And it's not like you're being locked in a prison cell for that amount of time. You're just putting your head down and you're grinding and you're making a few sacrifices and you are trusting the process.
So you see what I did there? A link within a link, kind of like a little bit of video blogging inception, if you will. So I really like that infographic or the graph to sort of display when you're really focused on things for 6 months, how much you're really or how little in the whole grand scheme of things you're actually maybe sacrificing, or on the other side of it, focusing on your own health and wellness. So it's a good realization for a lot of people on perspective. So when I look at the last 6 weeks, I've really, initially looking at stalled progress, but based on everything going on, I'm maintaining, and ultimately I should feel really good about that. When your progress is stalled, there's a couple things that you can do to really, reinvigorate yourself and really get back motivated. When your progress is stalled, especially on the fitness side of it, there's a couple things that I like to recommend to clients to really get them reinvigorated or remotivated back on track. And the biggest thing is getting back to a routine. when you plan it in your calendar, when you make it a priority, when you get it back into your routine, whatever it is, it's a lot easier. Especially with our day-to-day lives, when we're going everywhere, we've got a lot of obligations. A lot of times we're gonna push that down the priority list. So making continual reminders, throwing it in your calendar, making an effort to actually make it work in your schedule is probably one of the key things that I would recommend. Number 2 is maybe a little bit superficial or a little bit vain. I really get motivated by new apparel or new pair of shoes or whatever that is. So if you're someone that gets motivated by, or you're someone that gets that little bit of a push to recommit to things, a lot of times buying a new shirt or a new pair of shoes or really treating yourself maybe to some personal sessions really gets you reinvigorated to get things going. And I think the third one is just a lot about mindset and just realizing that, give it a moment. Okay, where was I? The third point is more of just a mindset or a sort of a strategy that you can implement going forward. And I've used it in a video blog update, but let's get it up on the screen here. So when you eat good, you feel well, and you do more. We are creatures of habit, so we can set patterns and we can create habits pretty quick. When we don't eat so well, we don't feel so good, and we do way less. So again, it's that cycle. So a lot of times you just have to break that cycle. And it may not happen this week, it may not happen next week, eventually you will. And the best part that I can employ to you is when you're focusing on your health and wellness, when you're focusing on like doing more for yourself, there's really no downside to it. So I'd really recommend that you just put the effort in. If you're struggling with it, reach on out to me, any social channel, DM me anytime. Dan is driven. I think that's all. So more coming down the pipes. I've got to get to my 52 uploads here in the next few weeks. So I've been uploading a lot, but that's been on our other social channel, which is the Driven Success, which is our Driven Lifestyle Group YouTube page. So I have been getting in the 52 uploads, but just not video blog context. So hopefully that counts. Let's sign off this vlog like we sign off every other upload. Never underestimate the power of positivity and optimism. It's really the only way to go, because the alternative will never breed you the success that you want. December 3rd vlog upload done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. More to come. Bam.